In this video, we'll take a retrospective look at the good things and bad things that went into making 5 multiplayer party games in just 42 days. But first, we still have some work to do. I said I wasn't going to convert Flappy Race, but I did anyway, so maybe I'm stupid. I started this challenge 35 days ago, and there are 7 days left to finish 2 more games, or my credibility is going to look sus. Now I also added some polish into the game while I went through and converted it. The last thing for Flappy Race is to add some sound effects and then to add some music. If you're wondering about Doodle Wars, then let's go back to yesterday. I did get all the animations done and all the sound effects and all the music for Doodle Wars. We have 4 days left, so I wrapped up Flappy Race. We're gonna move over to getting stuff done in the greater app. I got an API server running. This is how we're gonna make sure that your room URLs are gonna persist. So you can now update your display name. This is gonna be close, but I think we're gonna make it. I got the persistent URLs working. So let's say you go to Flappy Race, you create a game instance, you give it a name, and then that URL is going to work as long as your game exists. You can send it to whoever you want, and then whenever they get to it, they can click the link and it will actually go to the game. Now the next and last big thing is to show our names in the games. So this is it, day 42, and what we have is a decent collection of 5 party games. There's a bunch of UX problems with code names, namely the Spy Master doesn't really know what's being picked, so that's not good. And then in Doodle Wars, if you just get stuck on a word, you're just kind of stuck, so there should be a timer. Erasing was really hard. You need like a erase all or something. So we came up with some tasks of things that we should probably fix in some of these games. The app is basically live and you can use it at greetings.gg. So let's talk about some good things and bad things. One good thing for sure is the state machine. I think the concept of having one function, be enter, and then what it returns, be exit, just really makes sense. The job system is good. This is the process manager from Game Code Complete. I love that system, so it's no surprise that it worked well here. Now, Craft Picks was pretty useful. I mean, the assets are decent, but you can't beat the deal, $36 or whatever it was for a whole year. NX as a monorepo framework worked pretty well. For some of the bad things, it would be nice to have an editor. Editors are super useful. That's why Unity is so helpful. Unreal, same thing. There is Phaser Editor if you're making games in Phaser. Now, testing the multiplayer server could have also been better if there was some sort of UI to quickly test sending a message and seeing if it changed the state correctly. Athora does have that UI built in, so as usual, more tooling would have helped make games faster. This was 42 straight days of doing at least one thing to move the project along. Now, one thing you may have noticed in these videos is I do spend a lot of time thinking, just kind of like stand there, because I don't know what the answer is, trying to see what things I could do, what the best approach might be, what the ramifications might be further downstream. So time spent thinking is also very useful. But then once you've thought it through, you gotta pick a direction, try it out, and see how it goes. Now, the best way to solve a problem is to eliminate the problem entirely. If you don't have it, you don't need to solve it. And sometimes just solving it good enough for what you need at the moment is fine, because you're going to learn more as you keep going. If you want to check out these games, go to greetings.gg. For now, you'll probably have to sign up to get to it, and we'll see how Greetings evolves over time.